27 Club.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Florida Lee's on my top, this a Saints hat. This the third cap he been in, he a J-Cat. Niggas tryna steal sauce, yeah, I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. New bottle, new wine, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the plate, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes where your cape at. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Hell yeah, my bitch bad, Proverbs 31. Yeah, this is not a drill, I be 30'd up. Yeah, he about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. It's all bad when you see us hang that jersey up. It's mad brick, I got the blick with my cover on. He a fed, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no skelly on. It's 1 West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked, then he left, he broke another oath. I got the play, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, guess he wanna fold. Put the oil on his head, that's another soul. I try to tell you we a pro, don't do this shit at home. She ain't happy, left her man, she at 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Gotta watch these niggas, they be cointel. Lil' bro ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me everywhere I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better not touch a chair. Ooh, I'm with the extra, that's off the back. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She either working with her hands or she off her bag. Broke bitches, yeah, they dare to give me heart attacks. You see that banner from my head, I'm a part of that. These niggas cowards, pussies, we don't want no parts in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. Ain't no be speaking on the truth, cause we with all of that. Look, before they started dissing, they was fans first. You'll never catch me digging in no man purse. Really put my brick in, that's why my hands hurt. And don't be speaking bullshit that make my head hurt. Look, I done burn my fingers from the Michael Drake. But for the brotherhood, I done threw my life away. I never see them, tell them come on from they hiding place. We can't do it, we told them we gon' find a way. They rather march 1,000 deep, we rather feed the people. They wouldn't put on all black, now you reading Hebrew. Isupk the standard if you speak on Hebrews. Don't think they solid, get with them niggas just gon' leave you. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship.
Take a ride, take a ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. Take a ride, take a ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. I wanna ride. I wanna ride. Yeah, take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide. There's a ride on the spaceship. Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. I wanna ride. I wanna ride. Yeah, watch me ride in the spaceship. Yeah. Watch me slide as a glide, as a ride in the space.
You peep the ledger, nothing ever fresher. Find me dipping old school, candy paint is pressure. I do it to the letter, little baby sweet as nectar. With a flavor that's tailor-made from the ancestors. And baby, it's whatever, I'm moving in the stellar. I thank the Lord, cause real niggas, we gon' live forever. I'm on a different level, I mean a different level. It's something special how we slide in the holy vessel. And yeah, it's presidential, no, this is not a rental. We came a long way from broken oats and porcelain. No need for incidentals, the Lord provided simple. So I was told to buy a sword, so I keep a pistol. And you can get your issue, this ain't no tough talk. I make it clear, baby, I walk it how I talk. And yeah, Kwame been a boss, as I'm dipped in the sauce, while I ride in the spaceship.
Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. Yeah, take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide. There's a ride on the spaceship. Shorty, I wanna ride. Shorty, I wanna ride. I wanna rock. I wanna rock. Yeah, watch me ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide as a glide, as a ride in the space.
Window down, so you know it's me. Knocking pictures off the wall when I swing down on any street. Fifth wheel showing naked ass, chrome gal parked on that wet paint. Boy, that's a super freak. It's the Tejano, Poppy can't clock me. Hater blockers on designer label, say Versace. Rolls out of Compton's Daniel Sons to Miyagi. I be on my player shit, One West, they be hating, yeah. Tryna throw salt in the game, but ain't no sweating it. I be on my grind, if it's mine, yeah, I'm taking it. Vibe so authentic when she with you, yeah, she faking it. I'ma bump her down and move around and make space for it. So boomerang as I slide in, do my thing. Water tie, Saturday, boy, I'm speaking booty tang. Sidestepping out scallywags, cause that cootie tang. Tricks is for kids in my name, ain't David Blaine. I'm a moonwalk like Michael, stop playing shorty, cause these other niggas just your man.
I wanna rock, I wanna rock, yeah. Take a ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide in the glide, there's a ride on the spaceship. Shorty, I wanna ride, shorty, I wanna ride. I wanna rock, I wanna rock, yeah. Watch me ride in the spaceship. Watch me slide as a glide, as a ride in the space.
You gotta put your brick in, man, if you really believe in Christ. You gotta put your brick in, man, if you really believe in Christ.
Hey, shout out my brother Karab, man. Listen, man, may the Lord light you rise again, brother. But we gon' see you in the clouds. Brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick. We steady fishing, bridge dipping. Sliding through the city, about to hit the district. We on a mission, complete the mission. Cause all you was right, 16th the mission. Holding down tradition, held like conditions. To serve the Lord people, they need a physician. Fuck the opposition, they lie like politicians. Cause all it took was bread and a few fishes. Sir, the Lord intentions, shout out the fourth dimension. I just pray you look it down, we need an exemption. Pardon my disposition, follow my intuition. Cause they lack vision, them niggas staunch Christian. Brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick.
We gon' build this brick by brick like we Craig. Put my faith in the world, let me for dead. Don't go to war with cowards, most these niggas scared. Captain Quam said don't force a crown on these niggas' head. You ain't got a book of flight to check your spirit. This kingdom full of witchcraft, smoke in the mirrors. The oppressor, the devil, you see red. We can build our cities up again without white interference. That's the kingdom of heaven. They don't want us to unite because they see it's a weapon. They make this country great off of greed and deception. Nigga, I can't be convinced these people evil as ever, so we can't be like them. Relax and fall back, we got it from here. Look at us, we done made the impossible real. We ain't pigs, wolves can't tear this down. Fuck they hand-me-downs, we gon' build a kingdom of brick by brick.
Brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house.
Let me tell you something slick. Life is like a bitch. Bet hoe don't fucking listen. Yeah, she always on your dick. I'ma focus on the script, but I gotta pay the rent. White people dying cause they hogging all the fit. Nigga, I was heaven sent, drinking water out of Flint. I could tell a honky dog, they haunt me like a sin. I'm behind a living tent with a dark skin vernacular. Bitch, I'd rather die for the truth like I'm Dracula. Lord, Allah, she picked me, sure they get me to the rapture. I'm a dreamer, mama, she the mistress, I'm the bachelor. Old school, no bastard. What you do this for? Enslave you crackers. Every preacher, every pastor won't seek smooth faster. They ultimately actors, but bitch, I'm living proof. It's the truth, it's a tragedy once I get in the booth. They told me take my shot, so I'ma shoot. I'm hopping out the coupe, John, Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
Brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick, brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house, brick by brick.
My initiation, introductory statement. Fuck them all if they participating in off the record conversations. Shit major, stolen favors, masters admiration. My youngin' brought his torch to the finish line, but I'm just glad he made it. And he ain't even trying to crack heads, he just know the danger. Inner city filled with anger, the skyline filled with angels. Twist the burner, shoot from different angles, twisted fingers, read the coded language. Man, what's the vibe, dog? I feel amazing. I found a stage door, but don't know what I came for. I'm nothing like a soft touch. Don't touch it if it ain't yours. I'm a remnant of a great source, nigga. So many rappers would be better off as actors. Benefactors to the confusion, no solution. Puppet master, storyteller, no connection to the novelist. It's a tragic bankrolls, covering open wounds. And now I'm shitting like a restroom. They hold venom intentions, eating the way they gum line the most high, giving niggas crowns. And I want mine. Fuck the lunch line, cause I don't take the lunch breaks. No lunch date, she bottoms up. And all I had to do was tap her front brakes. I'm B-Raw. Raw vision, war written, the word written. More given to the theory, the law written. Provide a long living. I understand the terms. You gotta die to learn. Hunters purify. It's time to feed the worms. This my initiation, introductory statement. Fuck 'em all. Yo, yo. The generals and captains asking what's happening and why I ain't rapping. I'm sick of these Jewish bastards and they predatorial tactics, and plus I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Hold on, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. I pop the trunk and then I pop you before I pop a pill and be sluggish in front of the general public. Fuck that, I'm a changed nigga. You looking at the epitome of it. Got multiple, I'm honest and they still love it. You can bang this on the way home, on the way to your safe zone. I ain't living how they living, I give them something to hate on. I shedded a tear for my brother's mother, knowing she carried a solid nigga. It was an honor to carry her with him. Yeah, most high Christ. How you slaughter the flock and you don't want beef? Coward building bunkers trying to duck heat. Man, that shit's so weak. Iron tucked is out of sight, but not out of reach. Know your men, count your sheep, they hunt our steps. You a blood-sucking freak. You're a fucking leech. You're a fucking sucker. We see canes on feet and them servants on horses. The road split, it's not a road trip. We deliver the orders. Focus on what's current. Turn my phone off, a view by the waters. Train my sons for warfare. Different love for my daughters. Empty cans with no substance. I'm free from all that fuck shit. Tear drop denim on my brother's linen. Mexican dinners. I brought the bouquet from my Dominican woman. That's smooth apologies. Damn. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah, I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah.
Testing. Mic check real quick.
Testing.
Mic check real quick. Testing. All right, we too loud. All right, let's get the Most High here in there. Turn this off. All right, the water for tuning in. I'm gonna say Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Barakathum to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Latham, Ba'Shem Yahushua to the sisters. We back at it, Tuesday night Brotherhood class. Welcome back. Glad to see you on the chat. Glad to see y'all over here interacting. Getting these, the water for y'all liking the class. If you haven't liked it, please like the class. Let's get this algorithm up. Yep, so we back again. Weapons. The series continues. Okay, we was gonna cut it off for a minute, but you know what I mean, We had a couple of special requests, so we're gonna keep it going. Keep it going. Now, what is weapons, you say? Here in the ISUPK, we are taught to fight our demons. We're not taught to try to run and try to avoid our demons. We face our demons face first, head to head, and we battle our demons. Now, how can I explain that? So this is not the Christian church, right? Okay. When we're talking about battling demons, okay, battling demons, what in the chat, in the class, who knows what a demon sounds like? Anybody know what a demon sounds like? I know you know. Young lady, do you know what a demon sounds like? You don't know what a demon sounds like? You ain't never heard a demon before? Okay. A demon sounds like sweet, sultry. It could. It could. Let me get a couple more answers in the chat. Somebody answered already, and then I'm gonna call on the young man in the class. Anybody else in the chat? That's it. Okay, we're gonna move along. Young man, a demon sound like do it. I don't know what that means, Shakai. You have to explain what that means. Demon sounds like do it. Like a demon sounds like it wants you to do something. You have to explain that to me. I need a little bit more, detail in that. Okay, young man, what's a demon sound like?
I would say a demon sounds like.
I know you know.
A demon sounds like a temptation.
Okay. So is it like the movies? When you hear like that deep, deep voice in your head? Or you see that shadow in the corner and you hear that little girl just whispering in the corner? Hey. Is it like that? Is that what a demon sound like? What does a demon sound like? All right, Pops. Let's go, True. Remember this answer. Remember this answer, young man. Because what you said was right. But I want the actual sound of a demon's voice. What does it sound like?
The sound of a demon's voice is your voice.
Exactly. Get that, brother. The young lady in the back is confused right now. We'll explain it right now. Yes, a demon's voice is your voice. We are not the Christian church. We don't sit over here and teach that there is this entity that is stalking you and trying to make your life a living hell. You get what I'm saying? That demon that we say that is a demon, it's not so much the entity, even though there are unclean spirits. You get what I'm saying? Who have a job to devise you from the truth. Okay, if that makes any sense. But when it comes to battling demons, when it comes to knowing what a demon sounds like or knowing what a demon is, we're not teaching like it's the Christian church. We're teaching that demon is something that you would call like a lack of character. Okay, a flaw within your character, something that you are lacking in, something that you are not strong in, something that you have a ability to fail in. That's what a demon is. So when we tell you to battle your demon, we're telling you to battle yourself. We're telling you to battle the weakness that's within yourself, that lack of character. Okay, so you got to understand that. It's not like we're not teaching it like it's the Christian church, like you possessed and you got like something talking for you and controlling your movements and making your head turn around and vomiting and stuff. It's not like that. You know what I mean? This is from your lack of character. Okay, things that you are weak in. Okay, that's what we say when we say battle your demons. Battle yourself. That's what you need to be battling. Battle your weaknesses. That's what you need to be battling. Okay. Now, when it comes to us fighting our demons, we're saying that we're fighting our weaknesses. We're fighting temptations. Okay. Things that might tempt us to fail. Okay. So this whole weapons series is about being able to fight the things that you lack in. Now, we went through brotherhood. We went through patience. We went through what else? These are certain things that can help you. Then we went through the things that can hurt you, which is addiction. What else? We didn't go so much into addiction, but we'll go through that today. But we went through jealousy, envy, pride, things of that nature. All those things that patience and brotherhood could be able to compete with. You know what I'm saying? Well, patience, brotherhood and patience we can battle that with. Okay. It's your demon speaking to you, so yourself. Yep. A demon make you choose the worst. Okay, so we already went through what a demon is. Can I convince you to? Okay, so we already went through what a demon is. Okay. So now this chair is getting lower and lower, lower and lower. Okay. So we are on what to be able to what can you use as a weapon when you are out here in this spiritual battle, because this battle is not physical. The battle is not something that you go out and you go find an Edomite and you know what I mean, you beat them to death. You know what I'm saying? This is a battle that you are going to have to beat yourself up. You got to beat yourself up because you're going to have to fix those things and turn those things around that hinder you from being able to follow the law. Okay. So this battle is between your own self. This battle is between your principalities. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual battle. Okay. So what are some of the things that can come against you? Jealousy, pride. These are some of the things that you could use to also throw you out of this truth. So we're on right now. Our topic is the mind, the way you think, your cognitive experiences. You get what I'm saying? This is the subject that we're on right now, because why is it so important? Does anybody know? Nobody knows why the mind is important? Why is the battle in your mind important?
The mind controls the body.
Mind controls the body. So what does that mean?
That means your mind controls everything you do. Your whole being, your whole existence is what you think.
Okay, you right there. You right there. You said it. You said it, but you didn't say it. So one more shot. Your mind controls your body. So why is that important? We're like, what's the importance of that?
To be able to control your body and your actions.
Okay. I'm gonna end up having to tell you, because you right there. I just don't want you going too far off the panel, because I want you to stay right where you right at. You know what I mean? Let me see the chat. To stay on course. Okay. If I may, every time you beat your mind and evil thoughts, you win, sir. Okay. Yes, those are true. Okay. It's true. So I'm just going to give you the answer. Your mind is where the battle starts. That's where everything starts. That's where your wins start, and that's when your losses start. It all starts in your mind. It helps you battle the flesh. Yes, it helps you battle the flesh. Excellent, excellent answers. But the most important answer is it's where the battle starts. Honestly, a lot of battles don't even have to exist had you had not thought it up first. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's so important. Because a lot of the battles wouldn't even exist if you didn't even think it up first. You get what I'm saying? Your body doesn't just get up and sin. Your body just doesn't wake up and without thought you just go ahead and just do something you ain't supposed to be doing. It always starts up here. This is where the sin starts. This is why a lot of people don't understand Christ is a lot more strict when it comes to the law. They thought that he came and made the law easier or he made it go away. He made it more strict. He said, oh, instead of you going physically to go sleep with your brother's rib, sleep with your brother's wife, if you even have the thought of sleeping with your brother's wife, you've already committed that sin. So you didn't even have to physically do it. Just being a conjuring bastard, thinking of being with your brother's wife, you've already committed the sin. You get what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people don't understand about Christ. Christ didn't come to make it easy for following the law. He made it a lot harder. Now, instead of actually physically doing the thing, your spirit and your mind needs to be right. You get what I'm saying? You could think up a whole bunch of nonsense before Christ. You can think up a whole bunch of nonsense, but if you ain't out there really doing it, then you ain't commit the act. You didn't commit the sin. Now, your thoughts need to be right. Your mind needs to be right. Your spirit needs to be right. And then you can control your actions. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we don't get that from the Christian churches. We think that it gets easier because of Christ. That's not. It's harder. Okay? So that's where the battle starts, right there in your mind. So, you got something?
Slack, sir, if I may. So how do you battle mentally? Like, say you had a thought and you're trying to crush that or suppress that thought down. How do you do that?
Weapons.
Kind of don't want.
Use your mind as a weapon. You can either this is how knowledge works. You can either, or this is how weapons work. I can have a gun, but I don't have to go into a school and shoot the whole school up. You get what I'm saying? That's how weapons work. I can have a knife, but I don't have to go stab somebody with it. I can just use it to go chop up vegetables or, you know what I mean? Like I can have a weapon, but how I use it is what matters. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of some examples in my head. It's funny though. But yeah, so this is what this class is about. Because your mind can be used either for a weapon of darkness or righteousness. Okay. It's depending on how what your spirit is leading you to. Which scripture, like Christ did in the wilderness? Which scripture? So, like, I'm gonna need a little bit more on that question because I don't really understand it. Which scripture, like Christ did in the wilderness? Or are you trying to say that's what it was like with Christ? I need a little bit more detail on that. I don't really understand that question. So, like, but yeah. You have to understand, this is why the Lord says, always keep the Lord on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to come time periods where you're going to have to use your mind as a weapon. Now, that can be a weapon of righteousness or that can be a weapon of wickedness. It's depending on where your spirit dwells. That's why your spirit always has to dwell with the Lord. And there are different groups of Hebrew Israelites: Israel of God and the Hebrew House of Jacob, Chicago Nation of Yahweh, Miami, and the West Hebrew Israelites broken into many camps. It meant to put camps. New York City. That's because they're Christian groups. They're not in the truth. You know what I mean, the truth doesn't break. The truth doesn't split up into different pieces. You know what I mean? The Lord said He wanted Israel and Judah to become one stick. You know what I'm saying? He didn't break the sticks in different pieces and say, here goes Israel and Judah. He said He put the sticks together and said, one day Israel and Judah will one day become one stick, one body, one truth. That's it. There's no such thing as multiple groups. That's Christianity. Christianity has the Baptist church, the missionary church, the Catholic church, you know what I mean? All of them believe in somewhat of the same doctrines, but they all pretty much see themselves as Christians. But yeah, so we don't do that. We don't do that in the truth. In the truth, we believe only in one truth. There's only one truth, and that is the scriptures of the Bible. The scriptures of the Bible don't change. They don't progress as time goes. They don't switch up and progress as time goes, as some camps will try to tell you. They'll tell you that, oh yeah, well they had to develop as time went. That's not true. The scriptures have always been the scriptures, and that's just what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we believe in. We believe in the Bible. That's what we believe in. All right. So where are we at? Where are we at? What were we just talking about? The battle starting off in your mind, right? Right. So always remember that. Always remember that when it comes to you making a bad decision or you making a right decision, it always starts off in your mind first. Your mind needs to be as sharp as attack. Funny, because I was on the skit. But your mind needs to be sharp. Your mind needs to be sober. It needs to be in a state of consciousness, because once you start to sleep and once you start to put yourself in a position where you are not thinking correctly, then that's when you start to make mistakes. But it's the thought that counts first. You don't just wake up high. You think that you want to get high, and so you start doing the process of getting high. Some of that process of getting high is part of the addiction. Putting the crack in the pipe, lighting the pipe up, putting the weed in the blunt, rolling it up, smoking it. All those things are part of the addiction. It's not just the drug. Okay. I said we was going to talk about addiction too. Should we just get into addiction, or should we? No, that's a little bit too advanced to just jump into like that. Okay, so but yeah, so always remember that battle in your mind is where it begins. You're not just going to wake up one day and then you in your brother's bed with his rib. You get what I'm saying? That thought process had to accumulate first. You don't just hate your brother out of nowhere. That thought process had to accumulate first. You had to have some bit of wickedness that corroded your mind, that you entertained. And you entertained it so long to the point where it became a feeling. And then when that feeling became action. Okay? Lust. You entertained it in your mind first, then it got to a point where, you get what I'm saying, you made action. So always remember that the most important battle, this is why it was like, okay, should we do a part 2 of this? Should we do a part 2 of this last week? And I'm like, yes, we should do a part 2 of this. We should do a part 3 of this, because this is one of the most important weapons you will have to use is your mind. Okay. And this is one of the most deceitful weapons that can be used against you is your mind. Because all thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts. Some of your thoughts are stupid. You get what I'm saying? And you got to understand that. Some things that you think are stupid. Some things that you think are incorrect. This is why it's important to learn the truth, learn the scriptures, learn what the Lord wants you to think instead of thinking on your own. Because once you start to think on your own, you start to make stupid decisions, which blacks and Hispanics tend to do a lot. You get what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics are so funny to me because it's like we would sit here and watch people being blatantly racist to us and on comments, like online or something like that. We'll sit there and watch people, white people be blatantly racist. And as soon as we say all blacks and Hispanics are God's chosen people, oh, y'all racist. Like, God dang. Like, so this guy calling me a monkey in the comments just didn't suffice. We got to be the different ones. We the ones that gotta be the mature ones, is what you're saying. You don't see any other white people checking white people in the comments. You don't see any other white people saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't call them that. You're racist. You're this, you're that. You don't see no white people checking their own people. And yet it's always our people who feel like we have some type of right to try to want to be different, to be the good niggas. You get what I'm saying? It's weird. But like that's just an example of some of the thoughts of our people. We are so vigilant on appeasing our slave master that we would ignore all the wrongs that he does with us and just focus on our people. We'll ignore all anything that he does with us. It's all ignored. We'll look right past it. But as soon as we say something that is dividing ourselves from our oppressor, oh, it's racist. Oh, it's wrong. We all should be together. It's crazy. Let me see. And then, let me see. So, like saying, Christ used his mind as a weapon in the wilderness by battling the scripture. True. Because he used precepts to be able to fight that temptation. Christ went in the wilderness to be tempted. You get what I'm saying? That's a man sharpening his sword. You get what I'm saying? Christ went into that wilderness to sharpen his sword. He went in there to be tempted so he could be able to, live the scriptures instead of, you know what I'm saying, just speaking it. It's one thing when you are just full of righteousness. It's another thing when you're hungry and still trying to stay righteous. You know what I'm saying? You got something?
Yeah, Salaki had a question. When Christ was tempted, so that was all in his mind, right? It wasn't an actual entity talking to him. It wasn't Satan himself, so to speak, or some red man with a pitchfork and two horns. That was actual in his mind.
You coming on Thursday?
Con.
Bring that question on Thursday. You'll be surprised what the answer you get with that. But bring that on Thursday. I would like to explain it, but I wouldn't want to get too far off onto the, you know what I mean?
Right.
But when they ask, does anybody have any questions on Thursday? Bring that question on Thursday. It'll be explained a lot better than what I can say. You know what I'm saying?
Another one.
But it's definitely a lot deeper than what you think on that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What does it say? So I can start about a dream. You dreamed it, but you would never play on the dream. I smell what you're cooking, sis. I smell what you're cooking. Okay, so dreams, right? True. Dreams are kind of it's strange when it comes to dreams because you really don't remember your dreams. Like the actual details of things, like you can remember bits and pieces and little tiny vague parts of your dreams, but you really don't remember them like that. Visions and dreams, I can't compare them to the same type of situation, but I see what you're saying. Like if I have a vision, it'll be way different than me just dreaming about something. You get what I'm saying? I'm assuming visions are more detailed, so you know what's going on because it'd be brothers having visions coming out talking about, oh yeah, it was 7 uh, candlesticks and one lion, one crown, one. You know what I'm saying? So that's very detailed. But usually when we dream, we barely remember what we even dreamt. It'd be like certain details that we remember out of a dream, but not so much the whole dream. Let's see. Okay. Now let's get to some of the scriptures because I'm okay. Before we get to the scriptures, just getting back onto the mind part. A mind can be like say you coming out the world. You coming out the world. That's why you got the 90 days because you're doing what? I know you know. Go ahead.
Shedding yourself of the world.
Shedding yourself. That's a good way to put it. Shedding yourself would be what? Like, are you actually shedding pieces of yourself?
I would say you changing the way you think.
Right. Exactly. You are changing the way you think. Getting rid of the old state of you. Yes, exactly. You see, what's very interesting about the mind is we use so little of our mind that there's different routes and different tunnels in our minds that are not being used. You get what I'm saying? Some things productive, some things unproductive, but some things we use and some things we don't use. Old man, it's become a new man. Exactly. But the thing about it is you're not technically unaliving yourself. You are unaliving the old man, but that's what that is this transfiguration of your brain, of your mind. You get what I'm saying? The way you think, the things that pop up in your head, the way you react. You get what I'm saying? That's what those 90 days are for. It's for you to have a completely different thought process. You know what I'm saying? And will it be in within 90 days? Absolutely not. Some people just got it. Some people need a little bit more time. It all depends. But you got something? Mm-hmm.
So is it like you're weak, but you get stronger in your mind?
I mean, I can't say you're weak because you've already put yourself in a position where you have proven yourself not weak by even getting to class and getting in all black. You get what I'm saying? So I can't say that you're weak, but you are changing. You are changing the way you think. You are changing. Some of the ways that you used to react were different than probably the ways that you were doing here. I mean, you could like being in the world, a brother step on your shoe and then all of a sudden there's a gunfight. You know what I mean? We don't do that in here. Brother step on your shoes. Hey, slack it, my brother. Yeah, all right, now you cool. Because it ain't nothing behind it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing personal. We know that. But in the world, everything's so personal. Everything's so, oh yeah, like, you know what I mean? I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove myself. That's one of the most biggest weapons that's used against blacks and Hispanics. I gotta prove myself. We were doing a class, right? And it was about Julio Fulio and about how he lived before he died and how his character was before he died. Even though he wanted better for himself, he wasn't in a place to change because he wanted to prove himself. Now he's dead. There was just a verdict today. Julio Fulio's killers, the ones who unalived him. Well, this week, there was a verdict. And the man was sentenced to life. Now, why cry? Why do you think he's crying? Because obviously he was crying after he received the verdict. But why is he crying? I'll give you the answer. Because it was all for nothing. Because he just wanted to prove himself. He wanted to prove that he was one of those guys on the streets. It was for nothing. You know what I'm saying? The thought of forever being caged. Oh no, yeah, for sure. But it's because he's going to be a lifetime prisoner just for trying to prove something, just to try to prove himself. Everything that they did that day was absolutely unnecessary. They could have went about living their lives. And then you hear when you hear the dude speak, the young man speak, he's intellectual. He speaks like he's got some college experience. You know what I'm saying? He speaks like he shouldn't have, like you wouldn't even think that he was someone that would do something like that to a person. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, for what? This is a plague that has plagued our communities for I don't know how long. People trying to make a name for themselves, people trying to prove themselves. A lot of our people have been unalived and taken off of this world because of that very feeling. And that doesn't start within an action. That starts within your mind as well. You're trying to prove something to people who don't care about you, who don't give a damn about you, who would care less and will probably be messing with your girl as soon as you get locked up. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to prove yourself to them. Why? Because you have initiated it in your mind already. It's already in your mind. You're going to die for your set. You're going to unalive for your set. You're going to do all the things because this is your calling, so to speak. You have to prove yourself. And now look at it. You know what I'm saying? So they sat over there and they sat there and told this dude, and it's funny because this is how our oppressors got us. We are in this state of trying to prove ourselves. We're in a state trying to be in a position to have a name for ourselves. And now they're discussing that this man would make a better slave than he would getting the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they was talking about today. They said, let me see. I have the video and I don't want to risk putting YouTube and sharing YouTube on here. So I'll just play it through my phone and hopefully y'all can hear it. But yeah, I'm not about to play it on the screen anymore because we having the computer's being real difficult. So I'll just play it through my phone and see if y'all can hear it.
Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes. With my experience, not only just in classification, but as former ward and even as a jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration, we have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work.
Sweat equity for your life. We won't call it slavery. We'll call it sweat equity. He's a young, spry, young fella. He has physical attributes. He's able to get some work done. Yeah, we're gonna get some sweat equity off of this brother right here. Let's not give him the death penalty. That's a waste of meat. That's a waste of life. We could put him to work forever. Let's make him a slave. Don't unalive him, Judge. Let's make him a slave. We're gonna put him to work. And because of what? Because of the things that you thought in your mind would be beneficial for yourself. And it's not beneficial at all. You've made yourself into a slave. Just for what? So you can prove that you was capable of being able to touch somebody who y'all thought was untouchable or was hard to touch. So you got them. Now look. You know what I mean? You got them. Now what? 2 lives lost. 2 lives gone. For what? Just to prove yourself? It's crazy. You got something?
It's lucky, sir, if I may. That's why I know the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, because that seems to be their whole plan, right? Drop guns off in the community, create these issues of poverty, show you all of this gang banging and this thug life on television, and then as soon as you react on it, they got you. You know, you right back in slavery.
They call it a penitentiary system. It's been created for that. You don't get the majority. Hey, Shalom, you are Christ, Adonai. You don't get the majority blacks and Hispanics in prisons off of just because it turned out that way. You know what I mean? It's a system. It's systematically built like that.
Right.
This is why you see nothing but trails of and high populations of police officers in ghettos where there's no money, no opportunities. People barely can pay the ticket, and yet they're over here. It's obviously not for the money. If it was for the money, they'd be in the suburbs, right? How many people you think drinking and driving up there? How many people you think is driving high as hell off a Percocet right now? You know what I'm saying? How many people you think got illegal guns in their cars? So it's not for the money. It's for the systematic oppression. Why are they out here? What are they doing over here in San Bernardino? Ain't no money out here. You're not going to get the money. So what's the point of arresting people back to back, harassing people, pulling them over for no reason? What's the point? If you really wanted the money, you would go out to the suburbs and keep all of your squads out there and keep those people at bay. You get what I'm saying? They'll be able to pay the ticket. They'll be able to keep on getting those 4 and 5 DUIs and keep on drinking and driving. They can do that. We can't. We gonna have to put on those vests and go start cleaning up the side of the highways. There ain't no money in that. You just want the labor? Okay, that makes sense. It's systematic. It's systematic. It has nothing to do with bettering. It has nothing to do with justice. It has nothing to do with catching criminals, because you are making criminals by not giving them opportunities. You're making criminals by keeping them in oppression, not giving them a chance to be able to fight their ways out, giving them poor school systems, giving them poor eating and households. You know what I'm saying? Kicking the daddy out the house, all them things like that. It's systematic. It's all built to oppress blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? But being wise is being on top of all of this stuff. You're not able to fight back without wisdom. You're not able to identify who your enemy is without wisdom. We got people who are as broke as possible, fighting for Trump, under oppression, calling us racist, saying everything we saying about dividing ourselves and standing together is wrong, and you ain't got a damn dollar in your pocket, a dime in your pocket. You just want to mentally protect your slave master. Okay, so we still got a little bit of time, so let's get to these precepts. I don't want to go too far, but I did want to talk about that because it's crazy. They literally told you what the prison system is right there in front of your face. It sounded like it was on the, what do you call them, the checking board for when they brought those slaves off the ships. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good worker right there. You know what I mean? Should we hang him? Nah. That's a young spry little buck right there. Don't hang him. He's good for work. Hang that little that thin one over there. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Because they told you what it is. But do you think our people are going to stop hurting each other? Do you think that we're going to continue? What do you think that we're going to stop looking at each other as if we're the problem? No, we're going to continue to keep on falling right back into those old systematic things. Oh, I got to catch a hat. Oh, I got to put some work in. I got to catch me a body. Yeah, until it's your time. Until you get locked up, and then now you want to snitch your way up out of it. You know what I mean? You really don't want to be there. You just want to prove yourself, and proving yourself is part of the problem. Your mental state is completely messed up. So that's why we're talking about your mental right now. So, like I was saying, the mind can be transformed. The mind is very, very a very unique part of your body. You know what I'm saying? But the way you think, some of the things that you do, okay, let's say like going to the gym. A lot of people don't like going to the gym. You go to the gym, it hurts the first couple of days. It sucks. You're weaving, you're sweating. It sucks. It hurts. And then you go again. And then you go again. And then you go again. And you keep going. You keep going and you fight through all of that gasping for air. And you fight through all of that feelings of wanting to die. You fight through all of that and you just keep going. You keep going. For some reason, something just snaps. Something just out of nowhere. Something just. And now you're starting to like the pain. Now you're starting to embrace that discomfort. Now it's becoming a part of your daily routine, and you need it to get through your day. And if you feel like if you miss the gym, you start to get a little bit depressed. Like, dang man, I missed the goddamn gym today. You know what I'm saying? Because you transformed something that was uncomfortable into something that was a source of production in your thinking process and in your physical attributes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just helping your mind; it's helping your body out. It's helping the way you feel throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? You're a lot more confident. You're not doubting yourself so much. But it still hurts when you go there. You still struggling, and you know what I mean. It's not as bad as it was when you first going. It's still uncomfortable, but you like that uncomfort. You have a strange addiction to that discomfort. That's what we call a healthy addiction. You know what I'm saying? But it takes the transfiguration of your mind first. It all starts off with your mind. You have to get yourself up and get to the gym. You have to stop making up the excuses of why not to go to the gym and get there. You know what I'm saying? So it all starts off with your mind. It's the same thing with any other aspect. Oh, let me go read a book instead of picking this blunt up. Let me go do something productive, clean up the house, do something. You know what I mean? It's all the transfiguration of your mind. And then once you continue to keep on doing that, a lot of people get uncomfortable reading the Bible. You know what I mean? Like growing up in a Christian church, you never want to open that book. It's like you're allergic to it. But when you get in this truth, you know you got to study. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't like to read the Bible, but once you get into the hang of it and you get past that discomfort, now you practicing healthy addictions. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the transfiguration of your mind. This is why your mind is so important. Because those things that you didn't even think that you would be doing, now you're doing. So let's get to it. Got a couple of precepts. We're going to go through them real quick. We're going to start off with Jeremiah 17 and verse 10.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to gain every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
Okay, so even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. So the Lord's going to try the way you think. You're gonna get tested. You get what I'm saying? This is why it's important to be strong-willed, because you're going to be tested. You're going to have temptations come to you that you never even really expected. But you have to be strong-willed, because those things that are testing you is just another discomfort. And it's just there to make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Just like going to the gym. It's going to be uncomfortable for a little bit, but trust and believe you're not going to die. You're not going to die. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that when the Lord is trying us, we think that's it. Like, oh, that's it. It ain't never going to get better. It's always going to be this bad. You know what I mean? That's the way you think. And then as you continue to keep on going through that discomfort, because the Lord ain't gonna stop only because you're complaining. Well, you thought only because you crying about it that it's just going that the test is over. No, you're going to get something out of what you're going through. You're going to get something out of it. That discomfort, you're going to get something out of it. And then once it leads you into that position where you're stronger, then you'll start to have a more mental state like, oh, okay, I see why I went through that. I see why I got tested on that. Because I was a little weak. I was a little tender on this certain type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like this thing can't touch me no more. This thing can't make me uncomfortable no more. Now I'm cool. Now I'm straight. Now I'm strong on it. You know what I mean? There's no process that can keep me in a stage of weakness. No, I'm straight now. I'm stronger now. Okay, so understand that your mental state will get tested. Your physical state will get tested, but it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It says like even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. Okay, so thinking the right things, having the right spirit will lead you into the right position of getting the right stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Mark 7:21.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 21. For from within, out of the heart of men.
So out of the heart of man, which is meaning what? Out of the heart of man, what does that mean? Anybody?
Mind of man.
Thank you. Out of the mind of man, keep going.
Proceed evil thoughts.
Evil thoughts, right? So when you heard heart, you all of a sudden assume that it was from what you was feeling, but it says proceed evil thoughts. Okay, so when you see that heart, it's talking about your mind. All right, go ahead, keep going.
Adulteries, fornication, murder. Verse 22, thefts,
covetousness,
wickedness, deceit,
lasciviousness,
an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. Verse 23. All these things come from within and defile the man.
All these evil things
come from within and defile the man.
So save that precept, because what is this whole thing all about? What is this weapon series all about? It's about the things you can use to fight your demons, and it's about the things that a demon can use to fight you. Okay? So you got a list of things right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole list of things: adulteries, fornication, murders. All these things start off in your mind first. And in your mind is before any of these things happen, in your mind is where these things dwell. So you don't commit any of these sins without thinking about it first. You know what I'm saying? That thought process comes in your mind first. What's the difference between killing and murder in the Bible? Anybody know? What would you say the difference between killing and murder is? You want me to give it to you?
Con.
Murder is an unlawful action of taking someone's life. Killing is something that you did. What the reason for it was is all dependent. But murder is, there you go, it's a defense and offense. Murder is an unlawful way of killing someone. Okay. David had what's the name? Uriah murdered. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just have him killed. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had us kill the Philistines. The Lord had us kill Amalek, the Amalekites. The Lord had us kill the Lord killed the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between killing and murder. You know what I'm saying? Murder is like you Cain murdered Abel. Okay? That's murder. That was an unrighteous act that was done because of what? So no, that's it's not the specific person you do it to. Shakat. It's just the way that it's done. You get what I'm saying? So the Lord could order you to, you know what I mean? The Lord ordered what was it? Saul to kill all the Amalekites. Would you say that was murder? No. Because the Amalekites did something to offend the Lord, and the Lord was reimbursing them with justice. Amalekites came from the rear and attacked women, children, old people. You get what I'm saying? They attacked the weaklings, and they were murdering the weaklings, and the Lord was offended of that. So what did he say? Wipe them out. Wipe them all the way out. Yes, the modern day term of murder is that, sis. Like murder in the modern day terms, like you say, like a premeditated murder. Murder now is like, okay, you did something that you didn't have to do, or you did something that you planned to do that you didn't have to do. Those are the definitions of murder for the legal perspective of it now. But as far as biblically, murder is an unrighteous way of unaliving somebody. Okay, but yeah, adultery, all these things, all this list of things, you want to say that precept because all those things start off in your mind. Okay, you don't just wake up one day and then you just all of a sudden do it. Let's keep going. Matthew's 15 and 19. I'm pretty sure it's the same precept, just in a different book. But just go ahead. Let's keep it going. Matthew's 15, 19.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 19. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. Verse 20. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashen hands defileth not a man.
Okay, then. So it's just pretty much on repeat. It's just pretty much on repeat. What we got? Luke 6 and 45.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 45.
7 and 45.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 7, verse 35. 45.
75. I'm sorry, 45.
It's a lie. It's the book of Luke, chapter 7, verse 45.
I'm sorry, you were right. It was 6 and 45. I'm tripping. It's a lie, kid. I knew someone looking right.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 45.
Mm-hmm.
A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil.
So bringing forth good things out of your mind and bringing forth bad things out of your mind. Those are what the treasures of what you're going to receive. A man who unalived Julio is now receiving the bad things of the treasures that came out of his mind. So now he will be a slave forever in prison because he decided to bring forth wicked things from his mind. Okay? So have an understanding of how important the thoughts that come in your head. You have to try every spirit. You cannot just allow a thought come to your head and you act on it. A lot of women have these problems. The thought comes to their head, they get insecure. I think he cheating. What do? Ruin the whole household because of a thought. Because of a thought. They'll ruin the whole house. They'll go through his phone. They'll follow him around. They'll argue over nothing. They'll get little funky little attitudes out of nowhere for nothing. You know what I mean? They'll ruin the whole house because of an intrusive thought. Men, we will ruin a brotherhood because of an intrusive thought. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he want what I got. Oh, he trying to take what I got. You know what I'm saying? An intrusive thought can ruin a brotherhood. And now the person that you've been solid with, that whole standard can change because of a thought that popped up in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Now, the more severe situation to it are the actual effects that happen as you continue to entertain this demon, entertain this weakness. As you continue to keep entertaining it, you might just want to go out there and unalive somebody. You might just want to go out there and ruin your whole house. You might just want to go out there and sin. You know what I'm saying? Every promise you made to the Lord, you sitting over here backtracking because of thoughts that you entertain in your brain. They all start there. Be very, very vigilant on the things you think. Okay? Because that's what's going to happen before the deed is done. Do not entertain a demon. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Okay. Let's keep it going. Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
There we go, right there. The way you think, when you are getting past that stage of wickedness, you're transforming all those things that you thought were good, and you're creating them to be bad things. Okay, that's the transfiguration of your mind. Now it's not good to smoke weed anymore. It's not good to eat pork. It's not good to sleep with white women. You know what I'm saying? It's not good to hate on a brother. All these things are making bad things, even though you were so fond of it when you were in the world, you were comfortable with it. Some of these things were a protection mechanism for you. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you had to make yourself attracted to a white woman just so you can be able to get some good credit in your life. You know what I'm saying? Sad but true. That's how, you know what I mean? Brothers will try to make a white woman a delicacy just because they know the credit is right. You know what I'm saying? Even though they know that she's gonna look at you like a dog, and somewhere within that relationship, she gonna call you the N-word, and not in the good way. You know what I mean? But you force yourself to be attracted to this thing so you can be able to absorb the fruits of their oppression. You know what I'm saying? But you have to transform your mind. Now you have to say that this is a dog, and I would never sleep with a dog. Now you have to say smoking weed is gay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you have to literally push all these things in your mind so eventually it comes to the point that it changes. Now when you see pork, you like, can you just take the whole plate? Just take the whole plate. I don't even want it no more. You just put some pork in my plate. Just take the whole plate. I don't even want to eat around it. Like, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and take the whole plate. I ain't hungry. You got some shrimp up in there? Okay. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? But that's transforming your mind. So now your character is based off of the things you transformed into. And in the Bible, we follow this law. You transform your mind for the way that the law teaches you, and you get good fruits out of it. Now you don't have to die of AIDS. Now you don't have to die of high blood pressure and heart attacks at a age of 39, 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because you done ate pork all the way down to your dying day and ate all that scavenger meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you don't have to die. Now you can live. And now you can live in the right way. You know what I'm saying? The way that the Lord wants you to live. Proverbs 19:8. We got 2 more, and we be bouncing at 9.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 8. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul. He that keepeth understanding shall find good. Verse 9. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish.
I think you're good. Yeah, you're good. So he that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul. Wisdom is being able to filter out the BS, the lies, the nonsense. That's what wisdom is. Being able to notice the truth and filter out the BS. A lot of our people do not have wisdom. A lot of our people do not have wisdom at all because they cannot filter out the BS. This is why fake camps exist. You know what I'm saying? You are unable to filter out the BS. But wisdom and understanding, these are the things that involve your mind. You need to have wisdom. You need to have understanding. You need to have understanding of these scriptures. You're not going to have it without Isupk. You know what I'm saying? Like, screw whatever anybody else has told you. You are not getting understanding without the Isupk. We've been there, done that, seen them all. They're all teaching nonsense. They don't have any understanding of the scriptures. They don't understand God. They don't have understanding of these scriptures, and they don't have a sense of wisdom. Their filter is not working. They have a terrible filter. Okay? But you have a strong filter by the transfiguration of your mind. Just stop being an idiot. That's it. Just stop being dumb. Leave the darkness and come down to the light. Okay? Let me get Ecclesiastes 1:18. Ooh. Damn. Okay, so we still got 10 minutes, so I'll probably get into it real quick. Yeah, we still got 10 minutes. Let's go. Let's get Ecclesiastes 1:18 real quick.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow.
I see the way you over there flipping through the pages too. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make a good reader. I can't. Okay, so for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. What does that mean? Anybody know? Go ahead.
From what I was taught before I came into truth by my stepfather, he actually brought me into not the truth, but taught me I was an Israelite. My ribs father, he used to tell me that all other kinds of wisdom is not good. You know, when you studying this and studying this and studying this and studying all of these topics, you should put more focus on the scriptures than you do, you know, aviation or embryology or science or whatever you studying. Too much wisdom is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Too much worldly wisdom, so to speak.
Okay, that is that's partially true. That is true though, because just going off of what you're saying, too much knowledge is, you know what I'm saying. I'll speak in twofold. The more understanding the truth, the harder it is to get. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm speaking twofold though. Okay. So there's nothing more stubborn in this world than a smart ass person who thinks a know-it-all. True. A know-it-all is one of the most difficult things to ever try to. It's the most annoying thing to try to talk to too. A brother who thinks that he just knows and got it all. You know what I'm saying? That don't ever be one of those type of people. Don't ever think that you are just so complete that you can't ever learn anything new. Don't ever be like that. I mean, the Bible is running water. There's always going to be something you can learn. There's always going to be something you can you know what I mean. But when it comes to someone who is already complete within their minds and filled with so much of nonsense, the the storm, the moon and the stars, all that stuff like that. Yeah, that person is going to be damn near impossible to try to transform into having the wisdom of the truth. Not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be very, very difficult. Also, the truths that we learn also can become sorrowful, just in a way of now you're no longer celebrating birthdays. Now you're no longer celebrating Christmas. Now you're no longer eating the things you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a mental challenge in your life. Like Paul said. Paul said, the things that I want to do, I don't do. You know what I mean? But the things that I don't want to do, I do. So it's easy to do the wrong thing. It's easy to fall short and drift off and be just like everybody else. But we can't be like everybody else. We got to set the standard of what righteousness truly is. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the grief can come from, is because you stand alone with your brothers and you still got to go around your family. You still got to go around the people who are going to hate you for what you become. You know what I'm saying? But you gain a better thing. You gain a treasure that would never go away. But you know what I'm saying? It's still tough, especially at this time period. I mean, we're not in the kingdom yet. It's tough. It's tough to be able to be different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people call you a cult, an extremist. You know what I'm saying? A racist. You know what I mean? So it's difficult. In this verse, Jesus praises the Father for revealing the mysteries of the kingdom to those with humble, childlike faith rather than the learned. True. That is Matthew's. What is it? Matthew's 11:25. Yeah. So yeah, wise and prudent. Wise and prudent people who just can't they fake Israelites. They think they got the truth, they don't. They think they know the truth and they don't. Which is why they continue to keep on jumping from this place to this place to this place to this place. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Okay. I have one more thing. Another thing that is, because we can just end off the series with this one. Not the whole series of weapons, but we can end off the cognitive portion of it, the mind portion, the mental portion of it. I don't want to OD on it because we already had two of these. So we'll talk about fear. We didn't get to talk about addiction, but addiction can go with the next lesson on weapons, which is the things that we do. You know what I mean? But Let's talk about fear. Fear starts off with the mental. You're afraid mentally first. You're not supposed to be afraid. The Lord did not give us the spirit of fear. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have that zeal of being afraid. You're not supposed to be afraid to live. You're not supposed to be afraid to learn. You're not supposed to be afraid to battle. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be afraid of any of those things. What's the saying of this school? Anybody know? It's written right there on that banner. Right in front of you. Know what?
No cowards.
No cowards. No cowards. Okay? You can't be a damn coward. You have to be fearless. Those are the only ones that the Lord works with. The Lord does not dwell in a vessel of fear. You get what I'm saying? He's not dwelling within a vessel of someone who is afraid. You have to be fearless. You have to be a fool for Christ. You know what I mean? Like you have to literally live and die one West. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So fear is one I wanted to get into, but fear starts off with your mental as well. Fear, it turns into a feeling, but it starts off as a thought first. You know what I'm saying? So mentally, you cannot be afraid. Some people have reactions of fear. That's fine. You can react in a fearful way. Like you see a spider land on your hand or something like that. You know what I mean? You're gonna be, oh shoot, like you know what I mean? That's not the same thing of what I'm talking about. The thing what I'm talking about is well, I don't want to let the family down. You know what I mean? I'm afraid they ain't not gonna like me no more. Well, I don't really want to have to put myself out there like that. I'm just gonna learn, but I'm gonna learn in silence. I'm not gonna really put myself out there. I'm gonna learn in the comfort of my own home. I'm going to just anything. It's plenty of different subjects about being a coward. You know what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to be afraid. David wasn't afraid when he faced Goliath, which is why the Lord was with him. Okay. Let me get Isaiah 41:10. And then after that, we'll do Timothy 1:7, and then we out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
So always remember that. Your fear is just something that you created in your head. You're like, turn the lights off in the hallway and you ran through the hallway. Ain't nothing there. You just over there just scaring yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing there. There's nothing, absolutely nothing there. You're just scaring yourself. You know what I mean? The Lord is saying, fear not. You gotta understand that the Lord is with you. You shouldn't have any fear. You shouldn't fear anything. You shouldn't fear anyone because the Lord is with you. Okay? All right, now 1 Timothy 1:7.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. Desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor whereof they
It's like
affirm.
it's 2 Timothy. 1 second.
Slack is 2 Timothy 1 verse 7.
I like how you repeated what I said. Go ahead.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
All right. So you on a day-to-day basis should show no fear. The Lord is with you. Okay. You go to battle, no fear. The Lord is with you. Don't be afraid to battle yourself and to battle your own mental because the Lord is with you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely take all these lessons and show and approve them on your day-to-day basis, because this is what you're going to need as you get through the week. You know what I'm saying? Now you understand that all your battles start from your mind first. So any battles that you are failing is because you already failed in your mind already. Okay? So always strengthen up your mental and keep your mental strong. Beware of the actions you take before you the things that you've thought up in your head. Beware of the actions you take. Use wisdom and use understanding. Okay. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste. Who said that again? Wasn't that the bear? The drug bear? What is it? What's his name again? The dare bear. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste. All right. So understand that the most important battle you're going to face is the one that's in your brain, the one against yourself. Don't fall under every voice that's in your head that tells you, okay, nah, this will be cool. Just go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that demon gonna sound just like you, because it is you. That's your weakness. That's your lack of character. It's you. And you need to fix that. And you need to fix it immediately before Christ returns. Okay? So with that, we have reached 9 o'clock. I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Always appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate the brothers coming in. You know what I mean? The sisters coming in. Class, give y'all a hand. We have reached the cognitive portion of weapons. We will be back next week. The water for tuning in. I'm going to say Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahshua, Barak, thumb to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shamar, Latham, Bashem, Yahweh, to the sisters. We about this thing, man.